For many years, I refused to utter the mention of Nick Fuentes because he had a albeit limited platform. As a matter of fact, there were numerous times when Ethan Klein wanted to actually make fun of him for going on a date with a cat boy and shit like that. Back when we had the Leftovers podcast, I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? No, we're not covering him. It doesn't matter. Even to ridicule him, we're not covering him at all. We're not giving him any fucking breathing room. We're not giving him any platform whatsoever. And I actually vetoed that shit over and over again. But unfortunately, some of my other fucking ideological opponents who claim to be liberals may or may not have sucked his penis and also simultaneously openly delivered them a fat platform and also additional media connections and even promoted Nick Fuentes and even talked about how Nick Fuentes owed them so much for their new career. Yes, I'm talking about Sex Pestiny.
Holy fuck, he just used 2 forbidden names in one rant. Well, I guess kind of. I'll give him some credit. The Sex Pestiny nickname's pretty good. I just think it's kind of funny how he talks about Ethan and Destiny like all the time and then says that they're obsessed with him. Like he complains nonstop about how much Ethan and Destiny talk about him, but it's like you literally talk about them just as much. And also you can't even type Ethan or Destiny in his chat. You have to use either E or D, which is just so fucking dumb. Like what is the point of that? Like if you're a longtime viewer of his, you know that you can talk about Ethan and Destiny, you just have to use E or D. But if you're like a new viewer and you come in and accidentally type Ethan in the chat, then you get banned. Like, okay. But that's actually not what this video is about. This video is about someone who's earning his first thumbnail slot as this week's Dunce Cap champ, Destiny, who will do just about anything to stay relevant at this point, including making the following statement on Twitter, which if true is simultaneously exposing Hasan for statutory rape while also admitting that he knew about this and covered for Hasan for years. Let's take a look. If Hasan is going to reach this hard to say that I kickstarted Fuentes' career, then I am responsible for his career 10 times over. Also, Hasan f***ed a 15-year-old while he was visiting that brothel in Berlin. That's why he doesn't like to talk about it as much now. It's common knowledge behind the scenes. If Hasan wants to contest it, he can sue me, but he won't because truth is an absolute defense against defamation. So all that pretty much speaks for itself. There have been no responses from Hasan as far as I've found. I did find Asmongold's reaction to it, so I guess we could just watch that.
So Destiny goes out and says this is all alleged. I don't need another fucking lawsuit, okay? This is the main thing is this, right? So if Hasan is going to reach this hard to say that I kickstarted Fuentes' career, then I am responsible for his career 10x over. Well, I mean, I would say like, I mean, Destiny absolutely did help. He did help Hasan a lot whenever Hasan was first coming up, right? This is undeniable. And then he said also Hasan fucked a 15-year-old when he was visiting that brothel in Berlin. That's why he doesn't like to talk about it as much now. I genuinely mean this. I think Hasan should sue him if this isn't true. I do. I think Hasan should sue him. Like, this is a crazy accusation. Crazy accusation to make at somebody. Yeah, wild. That's a crazy claim. Yeah, that's nuts. You can't just throw that on people without proof, man. Yeah, sure. And it's quite the allegation. It's common knowledge behind the scenes. If Hasan wants to contest it, he can sue me, but he won't because truth is an absolute defense against defamation. I don't know. Like, I almost feel bad even giving this any attention at all because I feel like maybe it's probably like I would never, ever assume this of somebody, right? I never would. I'll be curious to see what his response is going to be if he even does respond. I mean, it's just, you got to admit though, right? This is a crazy thing to accuse somebody of. That's a crazy thing.
Yeah, if this is false, this is 100% a slam dunk defamation case, and Hasan should 100% sue Destiny. I don't see why he wouldn't. And from Destiny's perspective, I'm not sure why he would say this unless he 100% knows it, or he just feels like he has nothing to lose, so he's just saying anything to get attention, and just clutching for any type of relevance he can get. If I'm putting money on it, I'm definitely going for the latter, but, you know, I don't know, so we'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, let's check out this clip from Hasan's visit to China. He went to Tiananmen Square for like some national flag raising ceremony, and the Chinese police notice that he's laughing and on his phone, so they come over and just take his phone and go through it. But Hasan obviously glazes China all the time, like that's why he's there right now. So instead of calling them out for like abuse of power and being like authoritarian and all the things that he says that he stands against, he of course defends them and makes excuses for why like they were right to take his phone and go through it. #1 political streamer, by the way.
The time is right for us. Like, we are already there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Roger, you seen this?
Oh, yeah.
Look. Yeah.
这是什么呀？他录个视频。你是他导游？没有。Oh, the film. Stop. Okay.
A few moments later.
Good on there, but my internet is not so good. Okay, we'll
on your
flip it back. Okay,
the internet on your phone isn't good.
We're back. I'm gonna dial back my excitement. Maybe I'm a little too excited, and they had never seen a swagged out white boy like me before.
Well, they have, and they know what you're like. That's why they're like paying attention.
No, they think that you're.
You are kind of hard to miss.
When they see someone like myself wearing a fucking bright yellow jacket like this, like dancing around,
Chinese.
They're dancing around. They probably think I'm like here to make jokes.
Even right after it happened, he's immediately jumping to their defense and like making excuses for them. Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm wearing a big yellow coat, so they think I'm gonna make a joke. So obviously they're gonna go through my phone. That makes perfect sense. I don't know about you, but I don't want the police going through my phone whenever they want, just like when I'm out in the street. To me, that feels like government overreach. But yeah, then he goes on stream later to defend them even further.
Whenever the police showed up, they thought, so that thing that we went to, okay, the flag raising ceremony is not, it's not in focus. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. The flag raising ceremony that we went to is not a thing that white people normally go to, right? It's not normally something that like white people attend, right? And I assume that they are probably extra attentive and extra careful about people coming to you know, do some fuck shit. Like, there's a reason why, for example, there were Chinese nationals on each other's backs, right? But I knew that like if we did it, we would get called out by cops. Because like by and large, especially like the government is aware of like how they are perceived or how much like you know, anti-Chinese propaganda exists out there. And I think the older people are also aware of it as well. But I think the younger populations in China are ironically enough less aware. Like the younger normies are less aware of the animosity that exists, which shouldn't exist at all, obviously, but unfortunately does. And it's almost entirely one-sided, entirely designed by America. But yeah, we're white. So as foreigners in China at this like national event rather than an international one, where as you guys noticed, like they didn't have any like foreigners there at all. He thought he saw something on the phone, like he thought we were like making a mockery. You know what I mean? They didn't realize that we were swagged out white boys who love China. Are you being careful with your words? No, I'm just telling you like it is. Like they thought we were, they were being extra attentive to make sure that, you know, no one is you know, making fun of Mao or anything like that, or the ceremony. And that's what they were, that's what it was. It's normal for police to get close to foreigners to make sure that white people don't do stupid shit. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's a cultural difference. And also they just don't want anyone to pull a fucking Logan Paul or anything like that. How was it resolved? What do you mean? We just like talk to them. We just were like, no, that's not, you know, we're not doing that at all. We're just here to experience the event. This is actually one of the things that I want to show Americans in general, because like people have this like false assertion, false notion that it's people have this like false notion that it's like they will arrest you for a meme or whatever. It's not like that at all. Okay, calm down. It's funny because like I've dealt with cops at this point all around the world, as you guys know. So as far as like cops that I've dealt with all around the world, you know, European cops in France, American cops, just European cops in other European countries, and even Japanese cops as well, I will say that it's not even remotely up there. The further west you go, the worse cops get, the more aggressive they get. America being the worst one out of all of them.
Leave it to Hasan to bring this back around to just like insulting and bashing America. Like West bad, East good, America bad, China good. It's so black and white. Don't get me wrong, like American cops suck, but like I'm not getting my phone searched like out in the street, you know? And it's just super interesting to compare his reaction to all of this to his reaction to getting stopped by the TSA at the airport.
Boy, do I have some stories to tell you. Holy moly. They're watching. Oh, the feds are watching. They're always watching. Feds are always like this. Okay, now we know for real. I have a lot of interesting stories to tell you. Man, where do I begin? God damn. Yesterday, I did not actually broadcast for some interesting news. Once again, pre-watch Piker struck again. I remember I was joking about like what I foresaw would potentially happen as I entered the United States of America, and that thing that I foresaw happening actually ended up happening, and I'm obviously going to talk about it. For those of you who don't know, I was detained by Customs and Border Patrol. I was tactically ascertained and engaged in a kinetic situation where I was kinetically moved into a detention center inside of the O'Hare Airport, which I will tell you all about in a second. Oh man, didn't pass the ocular pat down. I believe it was before the ocular pat down. It's the flight manifest that they get ahead of time. They knew who I was and they were ready to receive me. Let's just say, and it wasn't a very warm welcome. So what's happening? What's happening in Chicago? What the was that? You know, this is only my second time coming back here. And the first time I was here for the DNC got kicked out. Second time I couldn't even enter the state almost. Definitely an interesting experience, let me tell you, okay?
Like, just because it happened in America, it's bad. But if it happened in China, it's fine. Like, any stance that Hasan's gonna have on any political issue is so obvious. He's just always gonna support whoever opposes America and the West. And it's so funny too, like he's made multiple comments like supporting terrorist groups as classified by America. So it kind of makes sense why he's gonna get stopped in the airport. But all he did in China was go to some public national event and he had some meme opened on his phone, or like some image on his phone that was construed as a meme, and he got like detained and his phone searched. Just kind of seems like a bit of a double standard. Don't get me wrong, things aren't super great in America right now. Like, the economy is straight dog shit for one, which is why if you click that top link in the description, you'll see some of the best price merch you've ever seen in your life. Not only that, GL gear automatically gives you aura, so you're just gonna want to buy as much as you possibly can. But that's it for this video. I'll be streaming all week, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Hope to see you there. If not, I'll catch you next Thursday. Peace and good luck.